Friends, welcome to Jam Session here on CNC3, where we get, I would say, down and dirty to what is happening for Carnival 2024. Of course, we know Carnival 2024. It's a very sprinty carnival. It's a quick carnival. It's very sprinty, so you have to be on your toes, ready to hit and ready to go and ready to roll this carnival. And this is where you're gonna get all the scores. I mean, you may not get as much scores as Cat Williams gave, but you're gonna get some great scores here on the Jam Session on CNC3. I am your host, Ansel Blaze Isaac Jr., and we have some great guests. And speaking about great guests, we have this guy's a great guy. I mean, he does charity all over the world. He's he's an international philanthropist and so on. And okay, I was just telling some little white lies there, but he is a great guy. I want to welcome Rome to Jam Session. Rome,
it's Rome.
Welcome. It's Rome, man. What's happening, my friend?
It's good to be here.
I mean, it's great to have you. I mean, you're coming off the Prince of Parang, coming off a great Parang season. I've done a few jobs, just a few. And most of the few, you were there.
You're right.
Oh, I mean, we in Carnival now, but you had a great Christmas.
Excellent. I must say that Parang is alive and well in Trinidad and Tobago. So when they called me the Prince of Parang, I was like, oh, sure, boy. And then I was like, you know what, I had to take on this mantle because there's a generation gap between the Barons, the Scrunters, we lost Kenny J, and then I came and I took it and ran with it. And people looking forward to me kind of saving the music in that, making sure that we keep it alive and involve the youths in it. So I was really happy. We had a great season. And I had Parang with Rome. It should have come through, man.
Parang with Rome. I wasn't here.
Right.
So that's why I didn't come. Because normally I'd just stalk you for a comp now.
Yeah, when I get through, you would I get through.
And yeah, go ahead.
You know that that event has evolved, Blaze, to the point where now it's like a Soca Parang music festival. We had a great turnout and people enjoyed this. They brought their parents, they had moms and pops in the mix with the younger ones. It was nice.
Because that is Parang. Parang is holistic and that kind of thing. And your man, you connected to Parliament too.
Well,
I've
been now.
Or you just have the red man look like a Parliament.
Not all red people live in Parliament.
But most.
No. But we went straight from that Christmas season, which was nice, and now into the Carnival.
Into Carnival. This is Carnival, and yet again, I mean, you don't disappoint for Carnival because you were around the entertainment industry. This is what I wanted to say, and you did many things. I know Rome had a place on Arapita used to sell. What was
pizza, quick slice pizza.
You know, different things around, and it seems like now you've settled in the media, you know, and settled even more now with the soca.
Right.
You know, this is not your first ride. This is not your first rally. How long have you been singing soca for?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
So
it's that much.
I think a lot of people know me for Parang, but they don't know that I actually started singing soca first. Before Parang.
Right.
It's just that, Blaze, you know how the industry is in that it had like bangers.
Yeah.
So to all budding soca artists out there, just know if all they're trying to get into this thing, it's real difficult. And it's just what I had to learn is part of the process. Some people get lucky and you get a breakthrough early in your career. I would say Voice got an early breakthrough. Nyla got an early breakthrough. But in soca, it has some men in their 40s and they're now getting a breakthrough.
Or they're still searching for a breakthrough. Or some people got a breakthrough and that was it. You know, it was just for a while.
You get one hit and you're done.
You're looking at him, man.
Right.
Jason and I mean, we got it early.
Right.
Our first song together was in 2007. That was our first song. And in 2010, we got everything.
They got through.
So we got through early, but obviously we didn't. The follow through wasn't there.
Right.
So it's very important to have that follow through, and that is something that you have.
Right.
And that is the consistency. What keeps you on that consistent tangent running?
Is my passion for the music is that I was always a person who loved soca music. So I've been singing calypso since standard 2. I started, and then from calypso started to evolve into soca, and it's just a passion for the music. So that's the only thing that keep me running. If it was the money I done broke long time and out of this thing, to be real, that I would spend a lot of money every year behind soca for the 10 years. I would put in money behind the production music videos, all of those things that people don't see. You had to be doing marketing, all of that to get to a point where I am now. And I still even get a big breakthrough to say
a monster.
A monster.
You're looking for that monster.
You're still looking for that. I mean, I've been in 2 Soca Monarch finals, thankfully, got that experience. But to say I already bust international and have a big soca hit, I haven't gotten that yet. Yeah. And it's me just knowing that those 10 years that I put on will be the foundation for what is to come. Yeah. And you just had to trust the process and believe in yourself to move forward with it.
Are you looking for a customizable studio space with green and white screen cyclorama and professional production equipment to carry out your next big project? SGP Studios is the perfect fit for you. TNT's largest studio space with an overhead lighting grid and sound treated, perfect for television commercials, music videos, television programs, social media content, and film productions. We also have a wide range of production equipment available for rental. You can choose from a selection of Netflix approved cameras, modern lighting equipment, professional audio gear, 40-foot and 20-foot cranes, gimbals, drones, lenses, action cameras, and more, all at competitive prices. Whether you need a high-end cinema camera for a feature film shoot, specialized lighting equipment for a music video, or audio gear for a podcast, we've got you covered. And with our easy online booking system, you can reserve the gear you need in just a few clicks. Check us out online at sgpstudios.com.
The best for your baby is at thebesttoys.com. From the best strollers, car seats, baby carriers, high chairs, booster seats, rockers, jumpers and bouncers, walkers, baby blankets, feeding accessories, bathtubs, gyms and playmats, playpens, cribs, baby swings, changing tables, diaper bags, clothing and accessories, and the widest range of educational toys. We carry Infantino, Dr. Brown, Avent, Graco, Chico, Fisher-Price, VTech, Leapfrog, Disney Baby, Delta Children, Medela, and Twist Shake.
Visit us in store at First Floor Movie Town Port of Spain, Forces Flagship Matchbean, Eastgate Mall Trin City, M6 Plaza Endeavour, or shop online now at thebesttoys.com. We have the best toys at the best prices.
Give me the order again.
Rum, girl, and money.
Rum, girl, and
but that is
money.
not the order. That is,
what's the order?
Well, it varies based on when you ask me to.
Because I was looking at the video just now, and that's a video with you lie down there. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the guys got a little scared because it was room bareback and 2 ladies, and there was a nibble taking place. There was a nibbling taking place.
There was no nibbling taking place. I don't know what video plays so, but the ladies
on the left side.
The ladies were lying. They were just
look
at
right there. Let's see how she ready to nibble.
It's not nibbling.
She preparing the meal. Look, she looking at it. Look. She smell it.
It's not nibbling. They were resting. They were all clothed.
Yeah.
And they were resting. It was after an event, and they needed a place to bunk. And I had a big bed.
Oh, so that's the gist of it is.
Yes.
The gist of it is what? Give me the gist room.
The gist of it is I went to a party at that time, so you would see all these ladies at that parties. The name of the song is Rum, Girl, and Man.
Rum, Girl, and Man.
Right. So out there in a party, and there are girls, I mean, liming and everything. And then 3 ladies at the end of the night, they had no place of abode.
Okay.
So I said,
they were stragglers.
Yes, I had
stray cats.
No,
like stray dogs.
No. They
just wandering.
No. They just needed a place to rest their head for the night.
Okay.
And I said, well, I have a nice big bed, and you can come and.
And they seem so comfortable. They seem like they do this very often. So tell me about Rum, Girl, and Money. In terms of the concept, the production. I mean, writing. I know you work a lot with Mevon.
Yeah, with explicit Mevon.
Yeah, Mevon. I know Mevon since he was working ministry at Legal. Mevon from a long time. How it came?
So we were in the studio again. This is our process. So I actually have about 8 songs recorded for this carnival season, and we would go through these songs to decide how we're going to release these things. I haven't released 6 of them. Okay. So I have 6 tunes, hold on, and we will release them throughout the year or for next season. And for me, it's a bit more difficult in doing a strategy than a regular soca artist because I have parang. So the formula usually would be you release your songs early in the season. Let's say like around October, November, you release your songs and you would start to promote them and push them so that they would catch in order to get booked for the carnival season.
Yeah.
Because I am so heavily involved in Parang, is a difficulty because I had to be pushing both Parang. Remember, I dropped Country Girl music video
Yes,
for Parang.
yes.
So I had to be pushing that and pushing Rum Girl and Money, and I had Early Bird.
So there's an overlapping.
It's a
There is a
difficulty
short
for
overlap.
me in particular when it comes to that. So that's why I can't release as many songs as I would like, because people feel they just drop a tune and it's gone.
Yeah.
It's an artist, I won't call the name. Man has 16 tunes out this season already. And what a lot of artists don't realize is, for me, and it's just my
You
personal
don't have to call
opinion,
her name,
right?
but I mean, I don't have much people with 16 songs out.
But it have, well, right.
So-
But it have a few artists, no, it have plenty.
And it's people dropping tunes every week, eh?
Right, there are people who drop in tunes, but for me, my vision for it is when you release a song, it's a product. And you can't just release a song and expect the radio station or the DJ to just start playing it. You had to put marketing behind it. So that is where the concept of Rum Girl and Money music video would have come in. Is a music video is a marketing tool for the song. So that is why I did it. And when I planning all these songs, I had to make sure, all right, what is the element of carnival that people enjoy? People like to drink rum in a party.
Oh, yeah.
And when I say rum, I don't actually have to really mean rum, but alcohol.
You're drinking.
On the whole. You're drinking.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of fed goers, you're drinking your alcohol. Alcohol is something that free up your inhibitions and you loosen up and you have a fun time in the party. And then, well, for most of us straight men, it's girl.
It's girls.
Yeah. It's ladies in the party.
Yeah.
You don't want to go out and as a bag of man.
Yeah.
It
At least
wouldn't
we
be-
wouldn't want to do
yeah,
that.
We wouldn't want to do
Yeah.
that, yes. It wouldn't be fun. It would be
And you can't enjoy any of those things without
money. Right.
I mean, that's the fact of it.
So I've been asking people on social media, how would they rank it in terms of Rum Girl Money? What order? And I say it will differ based on the time when you ask me. If you're in the middle of a fete and you haven't had time, it might be
Girl first.
Girl first,
Yeah.
then rum after, and then
you
money.
study money.
Because you don't pay to come in the fete, you
Yeah.
don't have your drinks, the money is the last thing on your
Yeah.
mind. But if you ask you on a sober day, while you're heading to the office, you will probably say money
Money.
first, right?
Yeah.
And then you will probably go with girl after, and then rum come down to the end.
Yeah.
So it varies based on the time and space I ask it. But most people, from what I've asked them, how they would rank rum, girl, and money, the men would say money first, ladies after, rum last.
Yeah, because you look at, well, without the money, I mean, how you carry the ladies. to the
Exactly,
set.
exactly.
And then, well, we'll deal with the alcohol.
Yeah.
Even if it's a cooler party, I might see somebody and
Once
get something.
Once you have money, you can get girl and you can get rum.
All the time, you get anything. you get anything. you
With
get
that,
anything.
So, with the ladies, however, I went to Barbados over the weekend. I celebrated New Year's in Barbados. And I asked the Bayesian ladies how they would rank it. Man, money, rum. And the ladies was like, man first,
Right.
then rum after, and money was last. Because they were saying, once you get man, you
You'll
will take
get-
the man money.
You'll get the money.
And then you
and the rum, well,
and the rum and everything will
You
come
didn't ask the
after.
Bajan guys?
Yeah, but the Bajan
How
guys
they- how
was
they
money
rank?
first, money first.
Money, not
The
girls.
Trini men too, when I asked them, they would say money,
Money first, yeah.
Money. Oh, if I had to ask you, please, how you would rank?
Well, I mean money first, because without money, what you go do, right? What you go do?
If you had no money, you can't even get the
I'm
woman
telling
at
you,
all.
I'm telling you, you know, that is what it is. So in terms of future projects, because we know for Carnival, you are not only a performer, you're somebody who, well, fete promoter, if
Right.
that's the correct saying.
Right.
We know you have your stuff for Parang with Room. Any projects on for Carnival?
So yeah, so
Well, I know the Blocko.
well, right. So
that's it,
I was supposed to have the Blocko this year and I didn't have it because I was involved heavily in a project that is coming up right after Carnival called Carnival Catwalk.
Yes.
So that's a reality TV show where fashion meets carnival. I've been working with the SGP studios and we produced this amazing reality television show that is probably the biggest television production that Trinidad and Tobago or the Caribbean on the whole has ever seen. It's an international production and it took up a lot of our time. So I couldn't do that production and the carnivals, and the Parang season and Parang Room and Blocko. So something had to give. So I
and
was
then the
like,
season is short too. Let's
was.
face facts here.
and the season was short. So I wasn't able to do everything and I had to give that up this year.
The best birthday gifts are at thebesttoys.com. Shop for the best brands you love at the best prices. Like VTech, Leapfrog, Fisher-Price, Play-Doh, Hot Wheels, Barbie, Cocomelon, LOL, Baby Alive, Crayola, Lego, Nerf, and remote control vehicles, kids learning desks, and educational toys, ride-ons, bikes, drones,
science toys, and board games and puzzles, and a wide range of baby items. We also have the best devices for school, like laptops, the Amazon Fire 7 tablet, the Amazon Fire 8, 10, and Kids Edition tabs, as well as cases and accessories.
Visit us in store at First Floor Movie Town Port of Spain, Forces Flagship Matchbean, Eastgate's Mall Trin City, M6 Plaza Endeavour, or shop online now at dbesttoys.com. We have the best toys at the best prices.
I'm still the president of the Promoters Association, so a lot of the time has been spent this early part of the season in having relationships with the police. So we had meetings with the Ministry of National Security, Tourism, all of that because of the security issues Trinidad and Tobago has right now.
Yeah.
So we've been liaising with the police to make sure we have a safe carnival, liaising with the fire as well, liaising with the copyright organizations, with EMA, just to make sure that the carnival runs safe. So when all they see Rome singing about rum, gal and money and a wine low in fete, just know that during the day, behind the scenes, there's a lot of administrative work to go into making sure that our carnival is safe for the promoters.
But especially that part of carnival. I mean, there are different facets of carnival, but I mean, fetting is a very important part.
Yeah.
And we know of these stories with the promoters, the charges being a little exorbitant and all of that. And we saw yourself and your team and the Promoters Association kind of fighting back and pushing back and asking for reasons. So that is something,
I would say, Blaze, that Trinidad and Tobago's carnival is in trouble and people not realizing it. I mean, I don't want to come with a somber mind now in this show, but is something that we have to be careful of, because outside, people are looking in on two main things. One is that they are studying the crime situation in Trinidad and Tobago, and they're wondering if it's safe to come to our carnival. Now, we touting that carnival has always been safe, no matter how much crime it had in the country throughout the year. Carnival is one time, if you look at the statistics, is a safe period of time. Yeah. So that's what a kind of market out there. Two is that what is happening is people are saying that Trinidad and Tobago's carnival is too expensive. So they're saying that it's too expensive to get a flight. The hotel accommodation is too expensive, you can't even get a hotel, and then the costumes are expensive, the the tickets are expensive as well. So people are starting to look at alternative carnivals, Jamaica, Miami, Toronto, where they're thinking, well, they're getting the same experience out there. What we have to remind them is that here's the Mecca. So you might want to go another carnival and see what it is like, but it's never going to be the same.
It will always be a copy of our carnival.
It will always be a copy of our carnival. However, we have to be mindful of dollars and cents. So we have to make sure that our carnival is affordable for people and we don't outprice ourselves, because our carnival, yes, now it's still the greatest, but in 5 years, if our prices keep increasing, it's not going to be affordable for the average person to come, and they will have no other choice but to seek other alternatives.
You think the artists as well are charging too much?
So it's a case where everybody on the whole had to sit down on a round table, Blaze, and have this discussion. Because artists, as your tunes get bigger and you're getting booked outside, they're going to keep raising their prices. Suppliers, when they realize, these fete are plenty people, they're increasing their prices. All the organizations that feed into the fetes and into the carnival, everybody increasing their prices. And this will end up passing on to the patron.
Of course.
So for a promoter, I would tell you, plain talk bad manners, have real fete out there, always see plenty people in it, and the promoter making a financial loss. So it's something that needs to be taken into consideration as well as a business. So that real free ticket is have to give out
to make it look good.
Full, to make it look full up. Yeah. So is
that
making
didn't happen in Parang with room.
Nah. I ain't going through that, you know. I ain't going through that at all. I gotta go. I hello with that company.
Yeah, sure. I can imagine you.
Yeah. That can't work. So it's something that I think we have to be careful with.
The business of it.
The business of carnival needs to be taken seriously, and a discussion needs to be had with all of the carnival stakeholders, the hotel operators, the airlines, the promoters, the NCC, the Carnival Bands Association, the suppliers, everybody, the police, fire, all the different entities need to sit around a round table, discuss this thing in order to protect our carnival, to make sure that we remain the best carnival out there.
And those are some very sobering thoughts. I mean, this is the show for it. I mean, we don't expect it to be all
Rum gala money.
And we're talking because that is the business of carnival is very important, and the regular person, the regular feta obviously doesn't see the business and see what happens behind the scene to make what we see look glamorous and pretty and nice and feeling good. So that is a great discussion. So I mean, before we end off this session, people want to find out how can they contact Rome, how can they have Rome in their party. By the way, Rome doesn't charge much because he said it himself. The artists need to come down on their prices. Right, so he's cool. He's a cool charger guy, you know. He's not on the top end.
Well, yeah, so
he's affordable.
He'll
give you a discount.
There are levels to the thing. There are levels to the thing. Right? You have tiers of artists,
of
right?
course.
So you have tiers, and luckily I fall in mid-tier, affordable tier, right? But again, fortunate for me, the way that I built my career is not only based on music. Yeah. So I have the hosting side of things too. Yeah. So where sometimes you might never hit this year in terms of soca music, you fall back. Yeah. So luckily I was able to fall back on my hosting. So I hosting, I hosted with you, had experience. I have to host St. Mary's Fete and a couple other fetes that I have to host as well to make up on the other side of things with the hosting. And if you want to contact me, you can contact me on social media. It's Rome, itz.rome on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of those platforms as well. But what I would say too, in terms of the soca, that people don't realize how difficult the genre is one of the few genres that has a reset button. So Blaze, you would know too in this, is that you have a hit this year, and next year you don't, and Trinidad and Tobago and the soca fraternity expects you to have a brand new hit every single year.
And they wanted to hit as much or harder.
Right. And come September, they erase your hit from last year. Yeah. So you might have a big tune last year, and this year you have no bookings to get because you don't have a song this year. The other genres, it have people performing the same song for years.
Of course, I mean, the classic example to that was Junior Gong on the Welcome to Jamrock album. I mean, he's still performing that, going strong, going hard. Yeah. You know?
And I think
it's demanding.
As the soca fraternity, we had to try to solve that. I heard Kevin Little say it. He said that the Trini soca artist is one of the few set of people we see just drop their tune from last year to pick up our next song. While he has been singing Turn Me On for
decades.
Years. I don't even know another song that Kevin Little sang. No disrespect to him, but
that is the song.
That's his song.
Yeah.
And he's still performing that up to this day. Yeah. Years down the road.
And he's being booked.
So we as soca artists had to realize that, all right, you had to keep marketing your music throughout the year. It happened throughout, as I know, say 16 tune. And none of them catch through the season. And they leave that and they scrap that whole 16 and they go on to something else. While instead of thinking, well, all right, Trinidad's Carnival is one aspect of things. But what happened in March? Market yourself for the other markets. The song I sang last year, Post Him. Trinidad and Tobago, I get 1 or 2 bookings in the Carnival. Breads, when I catch myself, the phone ringing off the hook for Guyana. That tune is the biggest tune in Guyana. Post Him in Guyana. Yeah. I wasn't studying that. Me thinking about Guyana. I saw tunnel vision of Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival that are not studying their other territories that we can market. So it's about marketing.
So I mean, there you have it, folks. I mean, this is jam session. This is how the jam session does go. Rome and I, we could talk forever. We could just sit down and reason, which is the type of show it is. But thanks a lot, boy, Roman. We wish you all the best future endeavors for the carnival season and beyond. We're looking forward to see what's happening with the catwalk.
Yeah, carnival catwalk, look out for it.
And let me see what's going on.
All right,
all the best, my brother. Cheers.